So I'm at this Airbnb with these beautiful unobstructed beach views, and it's struggling to get bookings. So I'm gonna show you exactly what we're doing to change that. Let's go. All right, so let's start with looking at what's working. All right, because the easiest way to figure out how to make a property work better is just to see what's working the best, okay? And so I found 5 comparable properties that are doing the best, right? The best performing comparable properties. So nothing that's actually beachfront or has a pool, okay? Also nothing that's significantly larger, all right? And so this first one, this guy did $120,000 in the trailing 12 months, in top line revenue, not bottom line, okay? $120,000 in the trailing 12 months, and right off the jump, you can see they paid special attention to the exterior, to stuff you can do when you're outside of the house, or underneath it rather. All of these properties they're built on stilts. And so he totally built out the underneath of the property. We got fire pit seating, decoration, more seating, string lights, that's an outdoor shower right there, and then there's something else going on back there. You can see there's a hot tub, and then as we go through this, you can see built-in bunks, lots of beds, good photography. Here's the underneath. We got, you know, entertainment right here. We've got the golf, a little mini golf. All right, so lots of stuff to do outside of the property, relaxing stuff, entertainment stuff, game stuff. All right, $120,000. This also has 13 beds, so a lot of beds. This has the highest bed count in the area. All right, you start to notice trends with top performing properties, and bed count is one that I've identified a while ago, and we always shoot to maximize bed count, not occupancy, not necessarily body count, although there is something to be said about that. It freaking works, but like bed count, trying to provide every guest with a bed also works, right? It's a good strategy. Okay, second property, also doing $120,000 trailing 12 months, also has fire pit seating outside, other seating outside underneath the property where the stilts are. We've also got a hot tub. This one's better than the last one we looked at. We've got indoor amenities now, games, right? There's an arcade game. We got foosball there. Looks like there's air hockey, something going on right here. Cool design elements like this accent wall in the back here. This makes for a good photo shoot, but otherwise tasteful design. So we're starting to see more theming, entertaining amenities, relaxation amenities, and generally just good interior design, accent walls. That's all working. Only 9 beds on this one. They are providing more amenities though at the property for entertainment and a better hot tub, okay? Now, number 3, this is just a 3-bedroom house. Same bed count, bathroom count, but only 3 bedrooms, less occupancy, less beds than the last 2 we just looked at, okay? Still a guest favorite, and this property did $120,000 in 12 months, 119. It is keeping up with these larger properties that, guess what, have more amenities. So what is working about this property? If it's not obvious yet, don't worry, I'll tell you, but I wanna prove to you how little this property has compared to everything we just looked at. You do not see an arcade game. You do not see a pool table. You do not see anything that you can do underneath of the house, but maybe park a car, right? Nothing going on other than design, some board games. You can lounge in this property. It looks comfortable to stay in. Other than that, it looks like it's beachfront. Now I mentioned that I didn't include anything that was beachfront, and this is not beachfront. It looks like it's beachfront. There is a road in front of the house that you can't see in this picture. This house is road front. The road is next to this empty lot. So now you have an unobstructed view of the beach. We are in the exact same situation in this house. That's how I opened this video in the intro, right? I'm looking at the beach from the balcony because I have an empty lot across the road and therefore an unobstructed view of the beach. So that's why this is a comparable property. It's also why I'm super excited about this house, because it's larger than this one. We're installing a bunch of amenities that this house doesn't have. We're otherwise in the exact same situation. We get a thing that they have that is absolutely causing their success. We have it too, and this is a non-replicatable thing, right? So there's that. That's working. We're doing it, okay? More fire pit seating, larger house, again, 5 bed, 4 bath, only 8 beds. This house is pretty close, farther from the beach than we are for sure, all of them are. But just good interior design, very crisp, very clean, and games outside, fire pit seating outside, more games outside, more seating, games, seating, games, sitting, you get the idea, all right? And then here, this property is doing more than all of them. This one's doing 160,000. 160, that's substantially more than all the rest, all right? And as we look at this one, it's a guest favorite. It's got a lot of reviews. I believe the data integrity. If I look at the calendar, it looks like a short-term rental calendar. I believe in the data integrity, all right? This has same stuff we've been seeing, but also built-in bunks. Built-in bunks, I love built-in bunks. Modern design, modern renovation or build. I don't know if this is was built this way or they renovated it, but you know, it's got the modern shower, walk-in shower there, modern countertops. It's modern. Modern works. If you can afford to do it, it works, all right? If you're in a position where it makes sense financially to, you know, renovate to modern. I'm looking at 90s countertops here. That's not bad. We can play into it, but clearly that's a success factor. And then good seating, good entertainment amenities, beach kit, and also very close to the beach. This one is the second closest to the beach of all the comparable properties, and it comes with a Tesla that you can rent from them. But look, you can walk right down to the beach. Here's the house, you just walk right to the beach right there. So beach proximity, I think, is the main thing, adding that additional revenue compared to the other three properties that were large but not close to the beach. So let's go see this property, what we're doing to compete with these ones, right? I told you in the beginning, I'd show you how we're gonna be top of market, right? We wanna be the top, I wanna be the number one. Out of all five of these, I wanna be beating them all. That's what we have in our mind to do. And so let me show you the things that we're doing to make that happen. Okay, so we're still a bit of a work in progress on this property. We're not done setting it up or repositioning it, but just to give you an idea of what's going on right now, we got some guys that are reinforcing the deck so that we can install a hot tub on the second story overlooking the ocean. So when you're sitting in that hot tub, you can see the water. There's no one else, at least among the competitors that I showed you, that are doing that, all right? So that's how we want to rip off, duplicate, and improve, do better, right? And then downstairs, what you'll see, we'll get a close-up look in a minute, but we've got a playset in the very back, right? Playsets work, I'm telling you. And no one else is providing that, all right? So we're going hyper family friendly here. There's also some other stuff that hasn't arrived yet, unfortunately. The fire pit seating, the giant chess, some other giant games. It just hasn't arrived yet, but it's on its way and will be installed in short order. So let's just go take a closer look at this downstairs and second deck area that we're putting together. Here's the reinforcement work they gotta do to hold a hot tub. They're adding more joists. I like to go across here. You can see right there where they've already went ahead and added one. So they're just reinforcing these joists that go across so that it can support a few thousand pounds. We also have outdoor shower that's already here. This was not being advertised when it was being STR'd before. And so we'll just be advertising it. This is, take a picture, let people know it's here, right? And that they can rinse off outside if they want. This place gets really moist in the summertime. Lots of bugs and being sweaty. More outdoor games to come for sure. All right, let's go look at that second story. All right, so it's a bit disorganized up here because, like I said, it's a work in progress, all right? But we've already got some seating. This is already here. Actually, we added this and the umbrellas. What was already here is this seating. All right, so we're doing more seating upstairs and we're installing this hot tub, which will look right there at the ocean. There it is. You look at 1,000 plus Airbnbs and how much money they're making, you start to see trends. And one of the biggest ones I've seen, if I'm going out looking to buy a property that I'm gonna short-term rent, a lot of times I'm looking for views. If it has nothing else but views, you can pretty much install everything else that you need. But the only way you get a view is being in the right spot. And we are in the right spot. Okay, so that was the outside. Now let's talk about what we're doing in here. In this spot, almost nothing. The owners, the previous operators that we're taking over for, they did a very good job with design, honestly. It's a comfortable place, tastefully done. We didn't need to add any artwork. We added entertainment, all right? Right here, we got a Pac-Man machine. We got some more really cool stuff upstairs that I'm gonna show you, but that's it for down here, just one entertainment item. Let's go check out, there's 2 bedrooms down here, so let's go check out the first one. So main thing we did here is there was a queen bed right here. Now there's king. That's it. And that queen bed, we moved it to another room that also had a queen bed and made it a double queen room, right? So we increased bed count and occupancy. We also added a rollaway bed in here. So we actually increased the bed count also just in 2 rooms by that little switcheroo thing we just did, all right? So now we can say we have 2 more beds than we could before, just with that little change. Bathroom, the essentials, right? The towel hooks, the pump bottles, the Q-tips and the cotton balls, all that. Still got to get the tampons filled in there, but you get the idea, right? This was our occupancy play in this room right here, all right? Or part of our occupancy play, which we did almost throughout. So let's go check out some other rooms. So there's not much to say about this double queen room other than, ta-da, look, we did 2 queens. But I would point out the drapes, always something that we like to add to, is some fresh drapes. So you're not just looking at blinds. It makes the photography so much better, right? These green drapes contrasting against the white stand out. It's just some sort of consumer behavior where when people see color, they stop scrolling and they click. So we do this at all of our properties. We throw up drapes in most rooms, most windows, if not all of them. We're not doing it with the windows that you look out onto the ocean on, so in this particular property, but most of the time, if we got windows, we're putting drapes in. So this bedroom right here, it's just there's actually 3 bedrooms on this first floor, which is kind of the second level from the ground, right? But on this floor, we're doing a king bed in this particular room. It just hasn't arrived yet, so we're waiting on that. We're also gonna throw another rollaway bed in this room. So if you're keeping track, we've now increased bed count by 4 by doing the 2 king beds and the 2 rollaways. Obviously, that adds up to 4, making a double queen room. I love double queens. If you're a parent, you travel with your kids, double queens are the best, right? There's so many different arrangements that you can sleep and put luggage down and stuff. And so we did one. I know I'm geeking out on it, but I just love it. And we did a second one upstairs. So let's go up there. So this loft area, when we first got to it, had a couch, a table, and then another table with chairs, like a kitchen table, small kitchen table with 4 chairs, and this TV. And that was it. It was a place where you could come and sit. It's a sitting space. So in line with making this kid-friendly, family-friendly, we just added entertainment, obviously, right? We got the shuffleboard here, little basketball game, some board games, still got the TV, bean bags right there. And then we added yet another bed. This counts as a bed. As far as Airbnb is concerned, we can add one more. We've now added 5 beds to this property from what it had before, all right? Kids can sleep here, or whoever's not paying to stay here can sleep right there, right? So we've also got 2 other bedrooms up here. Let's go check those guys out. Another thing we always do is handheld shower heads. Okay, I can remove this and wash kids, right? Small children. This is not a tub. So if you're not in a tub, we always do handheld, detachable handheld shower heads. All right, so those 2 bedrooms are completely unchanged. All we did is the essential stuff in the bathroom, the cotton ball, Q-tips, et cetera, handheld shower head. All stuff we do in the bathrooms, but other than that, unchanged. So we added 5 beds downstairs, bringing our total bed count, 3 in the one behind me, double full right there, double queen below, king with rollaway. We got the day bed in the loft, and we got another king with rollaway. What's that? 12, right? So that makes us similar, beating every one of our competitors with the exception of the one that had like 14 beds. We weren't able to make it to that many, but we've got the hot tub overlooking the beach. We've got the beach views. Those are 2 things that no one else has. We've got the play set, and I know that might sound crazy if you've never done a play set at a short-term rental. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, right? You've seen it for yourself. I've never seen a play set not work. I've seen it work in every market that we've tried it in, and we've tried it in very diverse markets. No one has a play set here. We got a play set. All right, so I think we're really lined up to compete really strongly against these competitors. There's one more thing I'm gonna show you that we did. All right, this is covered, but before we got here, there was nothing here at all. And so I made a video. Ooh, this is why the cleaners always gotta cover it, because it'll get rained on. So I made a video when I was at this property like a month or so ago when we were first looking at it. And I talked about how there was nothing here at all. And how we like to use every usable piece of square footage on the property. And that was our aim. Oh yeah. All right, that's putting off some heat. And so I'm just really proud of my design team for doing something out here. I didn't tell them, hey, you need to put something on this back deck. They just did, because that's what we do. We look at every piece of square footage that you can put things in, and then we decide what's going there. And the answer is never nothing. Is never put nothing there. You want to generate as much revenue as possible from every single square foot in the store, right? This square foot is generating half the revenue of that square foot. How do we make it, right? Same idea in short-term rentals. Every square foot should generate revenue, and by revenue I mean something that people look at and say, like, that would be cool to sit outside on next to this fire pit and look at this nice little view right here, right? Click, book now, right? I can literally feel the heat from the flame from here too. It's a nice fire pit, right? I hope you found that valuable. I hope that gave you some ideas, insights on what you could do with your short-term rental if it's struggling in any way. If you did find this helpful, please share it, like it, share it with someone that you think it could help. We'd really appreciate that, genuinely.